also puts us.
The video today we're gonna be discussing the car payment saga that I've been through as an adult. So like I told you guys, I made so many money mistakes when it comes to cars, and I hope you guys don't make the same ones. Let me take you back to about 2018,
Okay, mate, that was an illegal manoeuvre. You'll receive
and I
that
wanted a new
position and
car.
you'll receive a
I
penalty.
wanted a new car, and at the time, the Subarus STIs, if you guys know, they're sedans, turbocharged, all-wheel drive, manual, pretty fun cars. Well, I just started my career, and I thought I was making good money. Well, I went to the dealer, bought a brand new one. I believe I paid $42,500. I was like, great, it's a great deal. Car payment at the time was about 600 some change, which, if you think about it, it's pretty high. It's normal nowadays, but it was pretty high back then. But family wasn't there. I mean, it was just my bills and my wife's. So I had that for about a year, and after a year, I realized I was spending 600 and some change on the car, 200 and some change for insurance,
Okay, begin your
and
descent.
obviously
Waiting
low
stations
to
and
gas
final
because
damage.
it's 300 horsepower turbocharged. Don't get me wrong, I love that car. I enjoyed it, but yeah, it wasn't the best decision. Looking back now, if I would have put even half of that, $300 a month,
DRS is
into
the
an index
enabler
fund,
this lap. We can use DRS
man.
when you're within 1 second of the car
Now,
ahead and in the DRS
after a
zone.
year and a half, I was like, let me get rid of the car. I ended up taking it to CarMax, and I bought it for 42 and a half. I believe at the time I still owe about 32 after a year and a half. And CarMax offered me 30K. Offered me 28K, and I owe 30K on the car still. So 2,000 went out of my pocket and just gave it to them right there and then. And the reason why I did that was because I needed to save money to relocate. I wasn't happy where I was working, and I knew I needed to cut my expenses short. So one big advice tip, take it however you want, is to just keep frugal, especially if you're in your 20s, 30s. Just keep very frugal, as time will allow you to get fancy in the long term. I know
Look
we're
out for a bit of
dealing with,
understeer when trading the car ahead.
instant
Anything off
gratification
dirty air will just
society,
affect our
and
tyres. Trying
it's
to get past.
extremely difficult. But if I could, do something different with the car payment, I would do it. Anyways, so I ended up, driving an old clunker we had. So we had a car that was just sitting all the time. So I ended up driving that, and that was cool. It was cool. I no complaints. Um,
Okay,
when it
look.
got really hot,
That
I
front
had no
wing's
AC.
damaged. We've
When
got
it
to
got
look
really
after it
cold, I got
now.
a little bit
Please
of a
protect the
heater.
front wing. Come on.
But it also taught me about patience and humbleness. Now, I've never been a real, bad person to anybody, but I did feel pretty cool when I had my new car. I was young, and now being back in a, very old Chevy, it was humbling to say the least. Well, like I said, I learned my lesson with car payments. As much as I want a sports car, now I'm making a little bit more money. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. I don't. You guys know how much I have saved and invested. It's not much. So as much as I would want, I don't know, or a Tesla. Teslas are cool. They're fast. Um, I just don't want to have the big bill on me. However, we did end up going and getting a car payment for my wife. This particular payment is, as you guys know, family's growing. Um, it's for a specific Honda Pilot, like the lowest trim level. So it's not like the fancy one. It's the lowest trim level, but it's a Pilot and it's great. Now, the way I did that, and that's something I kind of want to put you guys on game is, um, don't just look at the dealers deals, but look on the manufacturer dealers deals. So what I ended up doing was I look on the website, and at the time, interest rates were, oh, there still are, but at the time the interest rates for a car was 6.0, 6.5 with good credit, whatever, right? So I noticed a Honda had a deal of 2.9 interest for if you get the payment for 3 years. And obviously a 3-year plan compared to a 5, I believe there's some 7-year plans now, which is insane. I wouldn't do that. um yeah, so when I did the math came out to around 837 dollars a month. I was like, okay, so close to $1,000 for an SUV in essence, which is a lot. Don't get me wrong. However, it's 3 years and it's only 2.9 interest. Um, Honda's so good they didn't have the offer like other like Kia and Hyundai. I believe they had the offer for no payments for 3 months and 0% for the first year, or something like that. But we went with that car. It's been great. Yeah, I do feel the payment, right? I mean, $840, which is sad that now that's, I think the average payment in America it's about 700. Um, but yeah, it's that's where we're at right now. So that's a little bit of my background when it comes to car payments. I haven't made another mistake. I'm driving, I have a old pickup truck, and that's the one that gets me from back and forth, and I love it. I still drool over those fancy sports cars, but it's just the time. I have the goal to put my family in the best situation, and right now, just cars are not part of the formula, right? But anyways, if you're in your 20s, if you're in your 30s, try to stay as frugal as possible, especially when it comes to car payments. I know you look cool with a new car. I promise you, no one is looking as much as you think. And, I know we're all gonna die one day. I get it. But still, I would highly suggest you reconsider that payment. It definitely takes a toll on you, and it could be invested wisely.